I've having spent best part of 12 years working in his organization. I, and if you've ever been to my office, there's always a John Maxwell book hanging around. And I just need to point people to probably his best bit of work in my book is the 5 levels of leadership. If you can get your head around this, and in the context of leadership development CPD, really helps us on the journey. So he talks about 5 steps of leadership and recognizing in every relationship, every time you start, you never start at level 4, level 5, or level 3. You always start at level 1. And he just gently helps you understand how to move the gears of leadership and how you start at leadership and then how you can move up to the next level and next level. And of course, remembering this takes a lifetime, not it's not something you can do this month. And it works in every sphere, whether you're working for ASDA and you desire to climb the corporate ladder, or you're in some financial institution, or you lead in a church, the principles are the same.
Well, should we dig into those 5 levels?
Yes.
What's the first level? Where do people start at?
A position. The first leadership position you have is because someone says, will you lead this group? And you go, oh, can I do this? On all these imposter syndrome moments. Because the truth is, people follow you because they have to. They follow you not because you're a brilliant leader, just because you got the badge. And it's your first chance to lead. I have the position of leader, and of course, a very bad leader is someone who hides behind that position. A bad leader is someone who says, I am in charge, therefore you have to. Like, when you're saying that, like, you're at your lowest level of leadership, using it the worst way you possibly can. But the truth is that's the truth. Like, if you're going to work for me, like, you've got to listen to me. And we've all worked for people like that. We've all had people in their life. And when you realize this is just the lowest level of leadership, but we all start at that point.
I think everyone listening to this will recognize probably a time when they might have resorted to that. I'm in charge, so I'm going to make the decision, and I think we all look back and cringe a little bit, and recognize it's probably not the best way to do it. 'Cause, if you've got to say you're in charge, it probably means that you're worried that you're not.
So all your insecurities come out, and it's a great way to learn, a great way to train. But what you're trying to do is to get to the next level, which is based on relationship. People follow because they want to. And you notice I've written this down here, by the way. I'm not memorized it all. And they follow you because they want you, because you're giving permission to people. You're learning your first stages of leadership, allowing people to make mistakes, and people are enjoying that, and they're enjoying that. Oh, I like working in this team because at least you get to have a go. At least someone understands me, and you give that permission. But of course, that doesn't mean you're achieving anything. People are just having a good time, and you've got to turn that permission into production, which is the level 3, where actually you're judged on results. You've actually achieved something. So people follow because of what you have done for the organization. People are enjoying being part of the team because, hey, look what we've done. We've achieved this together. And I've played my part in achieving that. Oh, I'm so glad I'm on this leaders team, because when you're on this team, we do make it happen and we do achieve some level. And some people stay at that level. That's a great level to be at. To know that you're producing something is that's a successful level. But the next level is called people development, which is all about reproduction. And we're kind of doing a circle here back to this first book, The Art of Possibility, where it says people follow because of what you have done for them. So now people are recognizing, hey, I'm becoming a great leader because I'm part of this leaders group. So they start to see that there's a reproduction. I'm not just producing something in this team, but I'm reproducing something through this, being part of this team that works in this team. And this takes a long time to do this, because people have to go through this journey. And that this is a very lovely place to be, because this is the place I was talking about, where you can see people are fruitful because they're part of a team. I think it's a magical place to be as a leader. And the fifth level, I don't think many people actually reach the fifth level. They call it the pinnacle. John Maxwell says it's the respect level, because people follow because of who you are and what you represent. So they're not even on your team anymore, right? But they know, because you're part of this somehow. There's an influence, or that like a flavor, like a beautiful waft of profiterole that's wafting through the room, and I'm part of this in some way, that I'm connected. I am connected to this person. People like Billy Graham are the people who make that kind of level. Like, we're all proud of him. I've never met him, but I'm proud of Billy Graham. There's that profiterole waft of like, somehow I just love that guy. And so that's the pinnacle. So those are the 5 levels: position, permission, production, people development, and pinnacle. I think it's just a beautiful little book that helps all leaders just take their steps through where they are as a leader. And if you can, and here's the thing, you can be on this team at level 3, but I join a new team, I have to join at level 1. I can't just go, hey, I'm a level 3 leader. Every new team, level 1, you've got to work through the processes again. And once you've got your head around that, those are principles that I would say help every leader make the big steps forward in their journey of serving Jesus.
And I think what I really like about this book is that it gives everyone a next step. If you're leading at level 1, aim for level 2, and then aim for level 3. Yes. Instead of having to, because I think maybe some leaders will feel they've got to be this person, they've got to be the Billy Graham, and in reality, most people aren't, and that's okay. Yeah. But what we can do is just go up the levels and just go step by step, and not have to try and be something, but allow God to work through you, and just stage by stage, winning people over, leading from that place of the results, and then from that place of the development, and then maybe you get to the point of leading from person. And you certainly can see that in different leaders' lives. When you were talking, I was thinking about football managers, about different. You can see that when you see these different football managers. They some of them reach that level 5 where they have that sense of that they follow them because of the person that they are, and some of them follow them because they've been developed well by the team follow them because they've been developed as a player, and then some of them do just follow because they just happen to get some results and they're winning. And so we all sense that. You can see that in the sport world, I think, really nice and simply. But to see that in the church world, I think is a really helpful thing, and a helpful way to look at leadership.
Yeah, it keeps you humble as well. And I think we need to be leaders who identify every relationship starts at level 1. Like, you just have to help people work through the gears. And someone new on team, they're joining the team, and because if you live in humility, you can help others work through the gears and say, look, you've got to live at level 1 first. You can't skip this out. I know you want to move fast, but you've got to earn the right that you know what you're talking about, that you put the hours in, that you are prepared to roll your sleeves up and put the chairs out, or you're there to prepare to turn up and sweep the floor if that's what's required. And those things will never go away. If you forget how to do those things, you've forgotten the principles of leadership.